Hi friends, welcome to Easy to Learn channel. In this video I am going to explain about problems on energy and power signals. So before going to problems we have to follow some steps. So we don't know whether the signal have a finite power or finite energy. For that we have to follow the steps, these three steps. The first step is observe the signal carefully. It is a periodic and of finite duration, then it can be a power signal. That means if the problem you have to observe carefully, if that signal is periodic and infinite duration, then it can be a power signal. Calculate it power directly. So it satisfies the periodic signal and of infinite duration, then you have to find out the power signal. If the signal is periodic but of finite duration, then it can be an energy signal. Then find the energy. Next, third step is if the signal is not periodic, then you can directly find then it is an energy signal. So let us see the first problem, that is x of n is equal to 1 by 2 whole power n u of n. So here in this problem you have to observe the signal. This signal is not a periodic signal. Because of this 1 by 2 whole power n, this signal is not a periodic signal. So as per step 3, if this signal is not a periodic signal, then you have to find out energy directly. Now, if this signal is a continuous signal or a discrete signal? So this signal is a discrete signal because of n. If it is a continuous means it will x of t. So here is x of n means then it is a discrete signal. Then you have to write down the formula of energy signal, that is E is equal to summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity mod x of n whole square. So this is a discrete signal formula. Then given signal x of n is what? 1 by 2 whole power n u of n. Then substitute the value. Summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity. So here 1 by 2 whole power n u of n whole square. That is nothing but mod. Okay, so here u of n is nothing but what? Unit step signal. That signal is what? So this is a discrete signal, unit step signal. This is n and this is u of n. So this value is 1. So here the limits of n is what? U of n 0 to infinity, that is on positive side. So in this, if you remove this u of n, you have to change the limits for n is equal to 0 to infinity. Okay, because of unit step signal. So for that you have to change the limits n is equal to 0 to infinity. So remaining value is what? 1 by 2 whole power n whole square, right? So here it is in the form of a power n, right? So that is nothing but what? Summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a power n is equal to 1 by 1 minus a for mod a which is less than 1. So using this formula you have to write this equation as E is equal to, so what is a value? 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4, that is equal to 4 by 3. So here the energy is, the units of energy is what? Joules. So here this is the energy we are getting is a finite value. That means the energy is in between 0 to infinity. It is not 0, it is not infinite. In between 0 to infinity, that is 4.3 joules. Hence it is an energy signal. Next problem is x of n is equal to u of n. So here the signal is a periodic signal because here u of n repeats after every sample. So here and of your finite duration and calculate it power directly. So we already know the formula of power. P is equal to limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 summation n is equal to minus n to n mod x of n whole square. So here limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1 summation n is equal to 0 to n. What is x of n value? That is nothing but u of n. So if you remove u of n, you have to change the limits from 0 to infinity. Now here the value is 1. If you expand this series, so you can get limit n tends to infinity 1 by 2n plus 1. So if you expand this series, you can get 1 by 1 plus n. Now limit n tends to infinity, common n here, 1 plus 1 by n divided by 2 plus 1 by n. So now what is the value of n here? So that is nothing but 1 plus 1 by infinity divided by 2 plus 1 by infinity. That is nothing but 1.2. Here the power is what? 1.2 watts. That is nothing but the power is in between 0 to infinity. So this is the problem for power signal. Thank you.